Kia ora, ko Wholas Whasa, toko ingoa.
Tēnā kei te katoa, ko Nanny Rose tōku ingoa.
Kia ora kei te katoa, ko Mabel Taputaku ingoa, ko Pawarenga te kainga.
Kia ora, ko Tracy Mare tōku ingoa, no Piriaka ahau.
Kia ora, ko Kuiwai tōku ingoa, he uri no te whānau apanui.
Anei te rōpū, Mahi, Tahi!
Our rōpū, Mahi Tahi, are making our tukutuku panel for our Level 5 Toi Paumātua course this year.
Ko te taonga nei kai te kohati e mātou ki te kura o ngā puke. Ko tō rātou mission statement kia whai ki ngā taumata o ngā whitu.
I'm talking about the preparation of our material for starting a tukutuku panel. So what's been harvested is toi, and we prep the toi stalks and call those kākoho. They are the back part of the tukutuku panel. We have half round slats that are painted, and keke and pingao are gathered to bind the slats together for our patterns.
The main tools that we're using for our tukutuku, one of them is a shearing comb, and this is using for sizing of our keke. And we just strip them like that, either side of a vein that's inside, like that. Another one is our scissors, which is used for usually for cutting the backs of the keke of our panels, keeping it tidy. And we have the chalk, it's just to mark out where you want your pattern so it's easier for you to follow. So we just, and even just for counting your slats down to your panel. And the tweezers we use because the gaps are quite tight, so we're needing to get in and creating a hole to put your keke through. And we usually always have a spray water, and this is to make sure that your keke is easy, because it'll keep it moist and damp, which makes it easier to use because it dries out quite fast and can get quite brittle. In preparation for our tukutuku panels, we'll take our dried keke, which will be bundled, and they're placed into warm water overnight, which will make them easier to work with on our panels, because being dry they're going to be quite brittle, and they're just left overnight in the water. And when they get to the next stage would be just having them in a damp towel, and this keeps them nice and damp while you're working with the keke. The process that we've used for the keke is the same one we use for the pingao. The only difference is that it takes the sharpness and the prickliness from the pingao as well.
The keke in this box was prepared by our 2017 students for us, the 2018 students, and this year we prepared the keke in the same way for our 2019 students to allow the drying process.
This is a bucket of offcuts, and what we do is take it home, and sometimes we use it for our work at home. This is a ball for Forrest to use, in her pui-puis. Kia ora.
My pattern is Neho Taniwha, and for me Neho Taniwha represents whakataki from my iwi tainui. He peko he taniwha, he peko he taniwha, which means at every bend a chiefly warrior. The patterns that are here are done in keke and pingao, and the Neho Taniwha is also the kaitiaki of our journey at the kura here. And if I just move over to here as to why it's not completed, one of our whaia is not able to be here this weekend, Whaia Mabel, and so in order to have her be part of our project, we've left these blanks for her to complete during tutorials.
The pattern that I've chosen is Protama, and this is the Protama ascending, and we also have it on the opposite side, which is representing Pohine and the separate journeys in achieving in life. They're made up of Pātiki, which is also a symbol for abundance, acknowledging the abundance available in learning, and also can also be known as a whakarua kōpito, which is the pito of the warrior, and that is representing the lifeline.
The pattern I was compelled to use was ngā roimata taro, tears of sadness and happiness within one's life journey. This pattern here is long tears, and these are the short tears. Tears bubble up first and then they fall. That's what these patterns are to me.
I chose the Purapura Whetū pattern because of the beautiful night skies that we have in Whanawapanui. This particular style is Tahi. It comes up by my maunga tihira into Whanawapanui. I want the tauira to reach for the stars.
Tumata Kahoki is the pattern with the vertical slats that are found each side of a tukutuku panel. They strengthen and bind the horizontal slats for their pattern to attach to. It resembles the backbone of the tuna.
What we're demonstrating here is the tui tui crossover stitch, and Kui will guide the work of her partner behind the panel. She will highlight where the stitch will come through. So there will be 2 threads that will come through, and then Kui will identify, so it's a crossover left to right. And then Kui will feed them back through to the back. Ensuring that there is no twisting of the kēkea.
The kākaho on the back are used to anchor the stitching from the front.
So what we're demonstrating here is the mātuku tango tango knot, and this is a knot that we use to add to short kēkea to extend and add kēkea lengths. So Tracy will demonstrate how we do that. So theoretically this knot is difficult to undo or shouldn't come undone in our work. And the way that you know that the knot has been successful is the click and the flip up of the shortened kēkea.
This journey for me has been absolutely amazing. I've enjoyed every part of it. My friends who have helped me on this project, and also I never ever thought that I would ever be able to do tukutuku paneling, because I always thought it was something that my tūpunas and my aunties would do.
This journey has been really exciting. I've enjoyed it from the start to the end. Lots of learning in between. One of the key things that I learned, you need to take time out, to have a cup of tea and then come back into it. But it will certainly help me. I would continue with this, particularly within Mahi.
And I have loved doing the traditional mixed in with the contemporary. That has just opened my eyes to a whole new world doing this tukutuku. And I've also thoroughly enjoyed the friendships that we have made on this journey of Mahi tukutuku.
My journey also has been amazing. The group work itself with the tukutuku panel has been one of great learning about group work and consistency, but also about having the courageous conversations where they're needed to improve and increase the group capacity for completion of our tukutuku panel. The learning that I've got from this is one that I can take outside, and I must thank Whai Kui here for helping me, with not only our group work together, but also her knowledge around tikanga that helped me when we were doing our patterns and giving some kōrero to the stories that she had around her patterns. Kia ora.
Moriora is karakia and rituals. No eating or drinking around our mahi and being mindful of our team and well-being.
Ahurutanga is the health and safety around our mahi.
Aroha for us was the aroha that we put into our work, into our tukutuku family.
Koha for me is our gift to each other, our kaiako and others, while we have been on this journey.
Kaitiakitanga, being the creator and carer of our taonga until completion and final handover to the kura that we are gifting this to.